discussing the matter without any third part. Okay? Thank you.
Mr. Thompson, I will ask the question, please. Limit your answer to the question. Excuse me, Mr. Harrison, I'm sorry. Mr. Harrison. He will start talking, and he'd go, at another point is everybody been trying to talk with him, and then he'd go, oh, I mean, it was painful. You told Detective Schultz that you thought Ryan had strangled alcohol with the shirt. Is that correct? I said I didn't know it was. I thought it might have been. And he said, well, I know it wasn't the shirt. Yes, he did. Because it certainly never occurred to you that it might be the belt. That's correct. In fact,
All right. We got Discord going. We got codes going. I got a documentary going for noise in the background, but let's see. What am I doing?
in reference to the interrogation judge, we wanted to play your in your environment because that shows that Harrison was being spoon-fed. The audio visuals of the court were horrible, so you couldn't hear it and you couldn't see it. Rogers used a aerial photograph of the downtown area. Now, we told Rogers that we'd be happy to label the damn photo that we had. And we labeled it. No, I'll take it. I'll okay. So then the map is
All right. So I'm working in female genitalia. I'm working on 59409 and 59410. They're kind of grouped together. This one is a vaginal delivery only. There's no antepartum, there's no postpartum, and it includes a vacuum extractor. So does this one, the 10, but it includes postpartum. So this one includes no antepartum, but it includes delivery and postpartum. But no antepartum. Includes delivery. And then we'll do in red.
What you want?
No anti.
Yes!
Ooh, nice.
Let's go!
It's all over the backyard. Will you save live? I don't know if I'll save this one because they end up being like 5 hours long. And I'm not doing any practice questions. When I do practice questions, I save those and post them to YouTube. Would y'all be interested in looking at these code by code of just me fixing the codes on YouTube? I don't know. I never thought about putting these on YouTube. Yeah. Like, oh gosh. I feel like my voice is just like, y'all already have to hear it enough. And the practice questions are cool, but these, y'all want this on YouTube too? I know I did like 7 hours yesterday. It was crazy. I need to see if it recorded. Let me even see if it recorded. on TikTok. Let's see. Where do I go? I go here, Creators Tool, Live Center, Replays. Yeah. See, I need to break them up some. Now, my 5 hours on the 28th, that was last night, right? Yeah. It did record. But it's 5 hours and 24 minutes of this. Holy crap. Well, oh my gosh. I feel bad. They're normally 2 hours. You know, I do 2 hours, I promise, 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we go over practice questions and things you should have in your book, like how to prep your ICD-10 book or what's been on the exam in the last 60 days. And I post those on YouTube, but 5 hours of book prep? Oh, I'll post them, but oh my gosh, you'll fast forward. How do I find your Discord? Okay, so there's some number. What, hold on. So I got a link, and in my last TikTok, right, I just posted a new TikTok today. It says free practice questions. Right there in the comments, I have the number for to find me on TikTok. I don't know what that number is. Some of my members told me that that's what the number is. I don't know what it means. But that's my number, 6243, and then I have a link here. So if you copy my link and then paste it into a search engine and just take medical coding by Jen off of it, but just the HTTPS and then that, it'll take you to me too. It is so cool, guys. I don't understand what the little britches means, but the little britches. And then you go to my main chat, which is right there. But then if you click on those little dotsy things right up here, the 3 little lines, I've got a room just for CPC practice questions. I've got another room for just CCS practice questions, one for risk questions, which are like here. I've got, if you want to sell your books, right here. And yes, you can use, and some documents from Aapc saying that you can use those all year. I have rooms just for how do I fix my ICD-10 book? What are your ideas for that? And I have pictures right here of what to do for your ICD-10 book. It is so cool how many little rooms we can have. It was overwhelming at first, and I didn't like it. But now I'm figuring out that, oh, this is going to be cool. It's just a lot because it's new and different because it's not Facebook. But my main chat is right here. And we all get to say hello and congratulate and everything. And then we have practice questions. Like I've been working in it today and sharing some information, and other people have been sharing their questions. But yeah, I love it. I think this is going to be great. Plus, I don't think there's any restriction. Now, maybe when I get really big, they might charge me a monthly service, somebody said, but that's okay. I don't care. As long as it'll hold everybody. I wish Facebook would have held everybody. That's fine. I don't know why sometimes I have to approve people and then other times I don't. Maybe it depends on the link, but I'm figuring out, I've only been in here 2 days, but I'm figuring out that this is so cool. This is going to be nice. Plus, if I can figure out how to go live on it, I can show you this book with this camera, and then I could share screen, and y'all will see two screens at one time, but share you my desktop laptopy computer one for the questions. So the questions will be directly from my desktop, but then you'll get to see this, and I don't have to move this camera, which has trouble focusing. So I can dual back and forth, show you the question, show you the screen, show you the question, show you the screen. And it'll keep this one from being unable to focus. And I just have to figure it out. The camera I want to use for this part has things mirrored, and I gotta figure out how to unmirror it. But yeah, my last Tiki Talk today, this little one right here, it's got Dolly Parton on it. I think that's Dolly Parton. Anyway, it's got in the comments right there the links and the numbers and everything that you need for Discord. So hopefully that'll help. But I can absolutely download yesterday's freaking 5 hours of just book prep. I didn't think anybody would want to see it when it wasn't live, but I can. Yeah, I can. I feel bad y'all having to listen to me fuss at my kids and go talk to my mom and then tell you stories about where I worked and I did a certain procedure. I need to stay focused and not talk so much. Oh, but I'm happy to share whatever I can if y'all want to see it. Okay, number 12. What am I doing here? Self-phonetic version. Yeah. So this one. Yes, I want you to download. Okay, so this thing, it's pretty controversial. It works about 74% of the time. We do have a use here, so if it is used, you're going to use an additional codes for the delivery. But what this does is externally, we're going to move that baby and try to turn it to where it's breech. Or not breech, sorry. So it's a procedure used to turn the fetus, turn the baby. I like baby instead of fetus. You can wrap the baby's cord around their neck sometimes, so you got to be careful. But my kid was born with the cord around his neck twice, but it was all right. Smart as a whip. My oldest, he's 30. Or when they're side lying. Yep. So you just kind of grab the belly and move the baby. You find the butt and start pushing. Yep, right on the outside of the baby. That's what this cephalatic taco, it's almost TOCO lysis. That's what that means. You're having trouble adding me? I'm so sorry. Yeah, let's see. Check these notes. Hey, Mom. You were with me way last night. Here you go. Discord, please. Discord numbers. Good. People are already sharing the Discord numbers. Hi, Miss Skimmick. FF and Skip is a jewel. Oh, gosh. Shay, I hope you can find me. Can you slightly move your marker? Yep. So this I did last night. So this is pretty cool too, because if you have a question about twin delivery during your question and it's both vaginal, this is how you code it. So just pick out that answer out of your A, B, C, or D. If you have twins, one vaginal, one C-section in your question, there's the answer. Just pick that answer out of A, B, C, or D. And if they're twins and they're both by C-section, that is your answer. That's a great little thing right there. Absolutely life-changing. I wish I'd had it during my exam because it gets confusing. My username is the same as TikTok, Medical Coding by Jen, on Discord. Absolutely. You're very welcome. Did the link expire? I hope not. Hold on. I put that it never expires. Like I said, don't ever expire. Oh, there's another one. Or send the server invite link to friends. I wonder what the difference is between. And then I want this one to never expire. So there's another one copied. So let me go to TikTok and I'll delete my other one if y'all are saying it's expired or something. I don't know. Discord is so different. Let's see, is that the right one? Yeah. Let me delete that one and let me paste. There we go.
My free Discord now has study practice.
Here's a new link.
Based off your certification.
There's a new link.
So you can go to CCS or COC or RISC and look at practice questions just based. My free
How do I reply? Hold on.
now has
Reply. There we go.
chat rooms based off your certification.
There we go.
You can go to CCS
Okay.
or COC
All right. So it's all there. So if we go there, we go to the comments on the side, and the top comment right there has a new link in it, and I know it works. Should work right away because I made it so that it doesn't expire or whatever. Figured that out yesterday too. I still don't know where that number came from, that 62 whatever. I don't know where it is or how they found it, but that's cool. Okay. Oh, it's after my username? How do I see something after my username? See, I got this server. I don't know what that is. And then my chat room just has Medical Coding by Jen, so I don't even know, y'all. I'm like lost. Oh, there we go. So it's under the bottom down here on that. Oh, thank you. I was like, where the hell is that number? How did they find it? So there we go. There we go. I had no idea it was there. Hopefully that helps. There we go. There we go. All right. I'm sorry you can't find me. I just posted a new TikTok link, so hopefully that works. Okay, good. That one has no expiration date. Yep. We all haven't found that number. Oh my gosh. Go and add Jen as a friend. Yep, you can add me as a friend, and I get those notifications on Discord, and I'll check it just as soon as I get one. Yep. I'll look for those. You sent a request. Okay. Let's see. There it is. Okay, down there. You've got to remember to look down here instead of up here with the 3 things. So there's the friend request. And there, okay, I've accepted everybody who's on there right now. Good. Okay, hopefully that helps. All right, now camera, focus. Focus, 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 focus. There we go. That is super cool little thing right there because that is answers. All you got to do is pick out your ABC right there. All right, number 14. What am I doing with 14? This one is delivery of placenta separate procedure. But antipartum only or ANMs. Got that. This is delivery of the placenta separate. Okay, so let's say a doctor rushes in, catches the baby, baby's fine, and he runs off to whatever, or she runs off to whatever she was doing beforehand. Well, you know you don't deliver your placenta till about 30 minutes after your initial delivery. And then they get you all stitched up, baby cleaned up, and then the placenta needs to be delivered. Well, they got to bring in another doctor. So this is if a doctor needs to just bill for just delivering the placenta because he didn't deliver the baby, or she. So that's what this code is for. Let me write it in red. It's included in a delivery. CPT, but so I guess how to explain that. Whoops, I'm saying 4. Where's my other thing? There we go. Oops, I do have the request. All right, guys, I got 2 more approvals. Perfect. Y'all gonna love that Discord with all those different rooms. Are y'all gonna be doing CPC, or anybody gonna think about going into risk or CCS? It's going to be neat having all those different rooms with just the practice questions in those. And then we can do normal chit chat in the normal chit chat room. And then all the other resources are separated out by rooms. I don't have a lot of info in them. I haven't had a chance to move everything from Facebook over there, but we'll get it all over there. my back door.
You just, it seems like all your energy and effort is going into figure out how you're gonna make it from one day to the next. If you want to keep your life as normal as possible, because all of this stuff is going on.
My cat has a little basket beside my desk. Can you imagine just sleeping that happy, nose up, all curled up? She's so cute. I just have to take a picture. Okay. Stay focused, Jennifer. All right. Discord, so cool. Just going to have all kinds of resources for sure. CPT has in there what you should do to your books to prep them, that kind of stuff. Love it. My kids are burning cardboard boxes from Christmas. Oh, let me check messages. My Facebook name is Jen Brewer, but I have a Facebook group. We're not putting anybody in anymore because it filled up to 250 people and I can't add any more people in it. But I do have a Medical Coding by Jen Facebook page where I post updates, but it's nothing like TikTok or Discord is going to be. These are just random things. Like if I write an article or I post a new section up of my notes, then I'll post a notice up on it. Everything is Medical Coding by Jen to find me, including the YouTube page. So I finally got everything into the same thing. Good. Yes, Discord chat code is no, it's not the 3 number, it's 66243. That's for famous. Yep. Yep, I've delivered one on my own before too. They just plop right on out. And all he gets to do is bill for the placenta. They don't like that. You're about to take the CPC exam too. That's great. Get you out of patient care and get you into auditing so you can work from home. It's great. Oops. Come on, focus. You want to do risk too? Great. It is the place to go in. You can really do, get you another retirement going there. You can work another 20 years from home from the health plans and have another retirement plan all packaged up. Be great. Absolutely. My first baby I delivered on my own was a girl who was on her 3rd kid. Came in ruptured to the primary. They wheeled her over to OB, leaking fluid all the way back to their office, and got her up on the bed. Here comes baby. And she's asking for her pain meds the whole time, an epidural. She named the baby Michael, and it was a little girl. You always remember your first one. So that looks scribbly, but it's just this word. Ugh. Come on, camera. Focus. Focus. Okay. It's just antepartum, because those two are both antepartum. So your difference is 4 to 6 visits, and this one is 7 or more. And this one is just postpartum only. No delivery on this one, and no antepartum. No delivery and no antepartum. Nothing. No, no, no. Just postpartum care. So right here, I just have this highlighted on that one, but it's just not very important, but it's there. Most of the time, the things that are in the brackets are super important. They're your AKA terms. That particular one isn't too important at all anyway. So all these underneath here are all going to be your C-section packages. So C-sec package. So your first one up here includes prenatal care, which they call antepartum. Sorry, my kids are tearing up boxes. D-E-L-I-V-E, the delivery and post. All of the above. Yeah, get your CPC. Now, don't get addicted to certificates, Jewel, because they will definitely get addictive. Once you start passing, it's like, oh, I can pass another one. I can pass another one. They get addictive. Get your CPC and risk, and maybe even the auditor one, and then let it go. Let it go. Don't keep going. Yeah, auditor is so much fun. Nursing for over 20 years, and I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. A little? Are you kidding? Yeah, no. Get your CPC and your risk, and you can apply. You don't even need to apply. Just post a resume with your 20-year experience nursing with a CPC and your risk on Indeed or Lincoln, and health plans will be begging you to please work for them at your own leisure from home. Yeah, you won't have a problem. You look so comfy and cozy. Yep. Yeah, you're graduating your HIT backwards. Yeah, just get your CPC certificate. There's no prerequisites. You can just take the exam and pass. You don't need to go to any course, nothing. I can teach you how to pass the exam. That's all you need. And then you go to school to get your associates in science or HIM or whatever else you want to do. Heck, nursing school, whatever. Just do that part-time while you're working as a coder, and have the coding company that you're working for pay for your college and reimburse you for your hours and crap. That'd be great. Can we see the last one you wrote, please? Yeah. Yeah. That's stressful when they want you back in the office. Like, no, you've worked 2 years without me in the office. I'm way more efficient, and there's less distractions. I mean, it's just crazy. You have to go back in the office and it's good morning, good morning, good morning, and then you hear about everybody's day or night or what they watched TV with last night. It's 30 minutes of downtime first thing, and then everybody's coming back by you in just 2 hours for their break and commenting again, slowing you down, asking you silly questions, not relying on themselves. And then lunchtime, and then getting them all settled and get them to all stop talking again, and then back in their chairs for a couple of hours just to have them singing in the background, or who knows, popping popcorn in the microwave, all those distractions. And then they walk by your desk again for break, and then they walk by you talking to you at the end of the day. You can be way more productive at home, for sure. So, and then there's those. You're almost done now. That's okay. That's all right. At least you're getting it done. A lot of people are just now starting. That's great. That you work for a large health system and their coders work from home. That's wonderful. There you go. I finally figured out where you were talking about. I'm slow sometimes and I am blonde, so it's dirty blonde, but I forget where I'm at and what I'm doing sometimes. Okay, C-section packages, number 14 is delivery only. Delivery only, and then we've got no prenatal, and no postpartum. And so the one underneath is delivery and post. So we're just going to write a D and P. We're going to write positive delivery, positive postpartum, and we'll do no antepartum. Now when they tell you to use something with something else, I always blue star those. These are green stars, but blue star double and I underline. So it's telling us we need to use the 25 with something else because it's an add-on code. And this one are timeses. These are the ones we do the timeses. or they're added on to other codes. I don't guess you can do multiple hysterectomies, although I've seen people have 2 uteruses that we did end up having to remove both. That's a fun billing one. Total history of C-section delivery. So this one is going to be my confused one. I don't understand why they would want to do this. This is the hysterectomy. I'm all for, if you gotta get one, but why leave the cervix? You're going to end up having to get pap smears. Leave your ovaries, then you're not in menopause, right? But freaking take out the cervix. You won't have to get any more pap smears. Hysterectomy, but leaves cervix. I don't understand that procedure. One, two. Now, I forgot something over here on number 12. When we were talking about the turning the baby and getting the patient from laying sideways or breech to getting it head down. What happens if they perform this procedure and it's only successful 70-something% of the time anyway? What happens to the billing when you're unsuccessful? That baby is just stubborn. It is not going to move. Or it did move but popped right back into the original position right after, like during or whatever. What do you do? How do you bill it for an unsuccessful moving of the baby? They have performed it. We're going to use a modifier to tell our story. It's 52. There you go. So I said, take it all, don't leave anything. I had them leave my ovary so I wouldn't go into menopause right away. So that was like the best decision, and I really hated it. I did not want to lose my my uterus. I didn't want to lose my uterus for some reason. I don't know why. But oh my gosh, no periods and no pap smears, but I have my hormones to drive me crazy. Best life ever. Love it. Love it. I should have done it 20 years ago because I started growing fibroids in my uterus when I was 15. So by the time I got them out when I was 48, they were honeycombed into this like maddening, I don't know, they look like a honeycomb. They look like they had tunnels and honeycomb, just like bumblebees were in there just building a honeycomb nest inside there. It was insane. I had 27 of them all built up in different positions and connections and looked like lung material or something. It was crazy.
I remember when I first got it.
So you're 52, 51. Stop already. Ha ha. I've had 3 years, I guess, without them. And I was up after the hysterectomy within 2 hours, walking around nurse's station going, can I go home yet? 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 Oh, yeah. I went home same day. I did outpatient. I did the same thing when I delivered my son. He was 9 pounds. I was home same day doing laundry. I was like, let's go. I got stuff to do. Let's get out of here. Yep. Yep. No laying around for me. I also only was in labor 4 hours, so I was like, fine, let's go home. But yeah, those fibroid tumors I'd had forever. All right. Can't end fast enough. Yep, use 52. Did you write 52? I did write 52. Sorry, y'all can't see it. Yes. Perfect. Perfect, guys. You just had a gastric bypass. I want one of those so bad. I'm chicken. But I had my gallbladder removed too. I was like 38 when I had that done. I was sucking on Pepto-Bismol bottles for the reflux or whatever, and the pain, like daily, just daily. Oh, it was awful. Got the gallbladder out, and I was at a movie premiere in Hollywood the next day, fighting a crowd of people. So yeah, I didn't have any trouble with any of those. It was lovely, but I would love to have the gastrics done. You were trying to get him to do a hysterectomy at the same time? Lord. Let's just take just a uterus. That's all I need is a uterus. Leave the ovaries. That and the cervix. Take you 5 more minutes. Come on. Yeah, I could see you sweet talking him into that. Yeah, that's awesome. Can I see the notes for 54900? Where are we at? 54900. Oh, yeah. My vaginal ones. There we go. This is golden for the exam. So if you have twin deliveries or 1 vag, 1 C-section, you just go pick out the answer. I've got the answers written right there for the exam questions. That's really a nice little thing right there. But there's the vaginal ones. I'm going to go look outside and see how the burning is going. I'll be right back. Just got to go get some meds for my mom real quick. I'll be right back. there if you want some. Okay. My mom's on week 2 of having this cold. It's not COVID, it's influenza this time, so it's trying to get her better. Poor thing. All right. All right. The link to Discord, it's in my last TikTok. So if you go to my TikTok, I put it in that TikTok I made today. So it's this one that says free practice questions. If you go to the comments right there and copy that link, it's there. Plus there's the number that's attached to my name, 6243. Yep. Yeah, Discord takes, it's a learning curve for sure. It is a learning curve. So my main chat is there, Medical Coding by Jen. That's where we can all chit chat, congratulate each other, ask questions, those kind of things. Then up underneath that, in my little city, I have resources for how to prep for the day that you're going to have your exam. Like I put in here how to get an ADA to get extra time or bigger font on your test. You can get bigger print, where to email it, that kind of thing, what's on the test, where to put your webcam in case you need advice on that kind of stuff. Then I've got E&M resources. I've got practice questions just for CPC are right there. I've got practice questions for risk and all those other things. Those all have their own little room. And then we've got ICD-10 resources. Those are the cancer codes. That's what to do with your external causes, that kind of stuff. I've got CPT resources, what to do, like you Google every picture, but put functions behind it. So this one does say dorsal nail view. So then you do dorsal nail functions on Google search, and then it'll bring up even more pictures. It'll tell you some other stuff, but it'll tell you the functions of everything that's labeled. That's super helpful. How to get your book to quit doing the crap it's not supposed to be doing, what to underline, what to star, those kind of things. But love having all the different rooms. That's kind of cool. One of these days I'll figure out how to go live there too, because it's super handy dandy because I can share my screen instead of moving this camera around all the time. I can share my Word document thing with you. But I just have to figure it out because I keep getting everything mirrored. I don't know what I'm doing there. Oop, I do have a request, so let me approve. Yay, there we go. Now we're friends, so hopefully you can find our main chat room right now. It's this one. And there we go. All right. Oh no, I'm not the best. Hey Marissa, how's it going? What's wrong? How's it going? It's good seeing you. She had her one. Oh, Miss Auntie CC is the sweetest, sweetest person. She is so nice. We did tutoring today. We had fun. I love tutoring. It's nice to be one-on-one and practice questions and show you what AAPC does. And why they're asking the questions the way they are. It's to get you to stop second guessing yourself. Yes. Oh, thank you for the fire. It's so sweet. Auntie CC is also selling her. She ended up with 2022 books before she knew she could keep her 2021 books. And she already rewrote her notes again in the 2022 books, but she has 2021 books. I have a Discord room that is for people that want to sell their books, and she has her books up in there for her 2021. So she already has my notes in there and her notes, and she has those available there in case you want to use them. Plus, I also put in that chat room a thing from Aapc that says you can use your 2021 books for the entire year for 2022, just in case you wanted to see that in writing. But they're there if you wanted to, or if you had old books of your own that are just 2021 year, don't go back any further, or resources like that for just the books, the CPT and the ICD-10 book. If you have any you need to get rid of, then you can use that little chat room right there. She didn't know she could keep them and went on and spent the money. Bless her heart. She put all that work into them. So I'm in the 2022 CPT book, and I'm on page 453. So I've already pre-prepped this page by highlighting the key important AKA terms from CPC or AMA who wrote the book. And those are in these parentheses right here. These are likely to be words that they might mention in a question if they were going to mention anything. It could be these words. I found more likely to be the important information instead of what's after the semicolon. Those are more important. I'm just learning as long with you guys since I've been trying to help people since April. Those are the important things right there. So that's the first column, and this is the first column. So I'm going to be on 59610. 59610. I know I have this on another page that I did last night, but I'm going to write it one more time here. What a VBAC is. Means that that's a vaginal birth. Travis, honey, can you shut the door and make it just the glass because the smoke's going to fill up the house and upset Grandma's lungs? She's not doing so hot. They're burning boxes. So that is vaginal delivery after a C-section. I just put lotion on and I'm tearing up my book. Stop it, Jennifer. Let your hands dry before you touch your book. Putting lotion on my book. I would so take that stand. Y'all, I'm so jealous. I found all those items on Amazon too. Cynthia's mom made this for her. Isn't that amazing? Heck yeah, I'd take that sucker in. Absolutely. Her mom got her and made this thing. So what it is this Lazy Susan on Amazon with 2 of these things from Amazon. And you attach the 2 on top of the Lazy Susan with Velcro. It's the best thing ever. Love it. Yep, 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 yep. Had to run to Amazon and order that crap. Yeah. But her mom made that for her. I thought that was just the greatest thing. Yep. Love it. My son has a 3D printer, and I'm like, okay, we're going to get these parts, and you're going to figure it out, and you're going to make some. You should be able to print those things out and just snap them in together, and that ought to work too. So this one is the total package. It does the I don't know why they call it antepartum when it's prenatal. The delivery. And then postpartum, all into one. Marissa did her tutoring this week too. We have fun. I show you all the little tricks and deceitful things they do and why their questions are written the way they are, why they pick the codes that they're picking. Yeah. So, we're 12. Delivery only. Walk in, get the baby. That's it. This is again a D and a P. So it's going to be a positive delivery, positive post-op. But no prenate. Which is anti. No antepartum. So, number 18 and 20 are going to be with the 22 on the other page. Come on, focus. Focus camera. Okay. Unsuccessful. I don't know about comforting. I sure did let Auntie Cece have it today. I was like, nope, 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 nope. I think I stressed her out. I hope not. I hope I didn't stress you out. I'm like, you're reading too much, reading too much. And she second guesses her. She's great instincts. You can hear her muttering the correct answer first thing, right out of the bat. As soon as she sees the codes, she's like, this is the answer. And then she just reevaluates everything else and second guesses herself. So we all do that. But I was like, no, 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 no. No, stop it, stop it, stop it. That's good. Good to hear. So that's going to be all three of them. But the VBAC was unsuccessful. They had to end up doing a repeat C-section. Unsuccessful VBAC, so they tried to go vaginal and they ended up C-section, but it's a delivery only. This doctor that did this did not do the prenatal care and did not do the post-op care. So I promised to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, 2-hour lives, 6:30 Arizona time zone. And those lives are practice exam questions for the CPC. Now Fridays I'm going to start doing some risk too so that I can help. I've got a large group of people that want to take the risk certification. This live tonight is just me doing behind the scenes. I wasn't thinking that anybody would want to see me write up all my books, and because I did it all last year without doing a live. But one day, 2 weeks ago, I was having a really hard time focusing and staying off of TikTok, and I was like, I am not getting anything done, and I have people depending on me and waiting for these notes. So I thought, well, I'll just go live and see if they'll keep me accountable and keep me off TikTok. So I started it, and I've only been doing these when I'm not tutoring, because I tutor Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays when I'm not doing the lives for the questions, which are Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So this is just bonus material. I'm just trying to keep focused, keep being productive, and I didn't realize anybody would be interested in this. But I am doing your AKA, so when you get to these, if by chance they pick out the 10 and the 18 for your CPC exam question, you'll know the differences right away. Successful or unsuccessful. That's your difference right there. So you're just going to go search the question for them not being able to do a vaginal delivery. If they were not able to do a vaginal delivery, then you know your question is going to be 18 and you can move on. So this is really helpful to have these. And I do have my notes available on Etsy, but I didn't think anybody would want to watch me do all this. So this is new, and I haven't really and I don't know how to pinpoint a guaranteed time for this, because I work full time. I'm a mom, 3 boys, and I do a lot for the community here for practice questions and trying to get everybody to pass, including the Discord and the notes and tutoring and everything else. But I'm trying to finish a PhD in medical auditing. I'm in 4 college classes today too, so I can't guarantee when I'll do this, but it's fun. And I do work in these books every day, and it's usually in the afternoons when I'm not cleaning house or tutoring or anyway, it will be, I will do this whenever I'm working in my books. And it's always nightly. I'm always working in these books. But I can't always guarantee it, just because, I don't know. I may have to go. Let's see, Tuesday night next week, I've got to take Travis to his pediatrician again for a 1-month follow-up, because we changed some meds. And that'll be a drive to Kingman and then back, and I'm not sure if I'll have much time to do much in the book that afternoon. But other than that, the rest of the week will be good. But I guarantee Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 6:30 Arizona time, 2 hours, and we practice questions together. It's like we're all tutoring together. And I show you how to negate their propaganda and their questions, and how to even answer questions without even looking at the questions. That's fun. Auntie and Marissa can tell you all about that. It's fun to answer the questions without looking at the questions. And the bigger the question, the better, because it's easier to find the answer. Love it. But yeah, this behind the scenes stuff, this is new. I just didn't know anybody'd want to watch me and my scribbling writing going on in these books. So remember, this is unsuccessful, right? And this is going to be your D and P. But most nights before bed, I'm always doing these books. I'll let y'all watch, because I still got a million sections to do, including lab and path. Good Lord. So this one is positive delivery This is an unsuccessful but a repeat C-section. Delivery, and the doctor's going to end up following them for their postpartum. And we'll do the no prenatal. With this physician, anyway. I'm sure they had prenate somewhere, but just not with this physician is what that means. Aw, thank you guys. Yeah. What do you need to take the risk adjustment certification? Nothing? You just need to take the exam and pass it. And you need to practice some risk adjusting questions from AAPC is what you need to do. I do have a bunch of those I've been working on. And my Discord, oh my gosh. So if you're in my Discord, I even have a room where I've already started putting the risk questions to practice in there. So this is my risk, and here's a question that would possibly be one that could be like one on the exam, and then I give you the question and the answer and the reason why. I change up the questions so that they have Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse in them, or the wording. So this one's talking about data points. What would you need to capture to do risk? Is it gender? Is it procedure codes? Is it place of service? Does this make any difference? Place of service? No. So anyway, I've started out working on those. So you can go there. Ooh, I got somebody else to add. You can start out there. There we go. I've added you, whoever that is. And I've got tons of rooms, like how to start prepping your books, how to do CCS questions, all kinds of stuff. We got resources per book. But our main chat is the Medical Coding by Jen right there, where everybody can say hello and how's it going. We can congratulate each other and all that stuff and answer questions. That's all there. But that's what I would do, is start out with my Discord in my room. I have 50 questions already ready. I just have to get them posted in there. So that's what I would start, is practice these questions. Absolutely. Start with their study guide. They have these little workbooks. You can even buy one that's prior year. Like my 2019 study guide from AAPC, even if you do the risk one from 2019, you find an old one on eBay for $5 or borrow one from the library. That little workbook study guide is perfect. You can write all your definitions for any of the laws or anything that has to do with why are we doing risk, any guidelines. You can write them in the blank spaces in front of your E&M or in the back of your CPT book. We've got several pages back here, if you haven't used them yet, of free space to write some notes in. There's like 4 or 5 pages back here somewhere that you could write all those notes in. And I just divide them up into a different color per definition, or at least the new word a different color, so that it breaks it up so it's not all one blue or black blob of writing. Do different colors to help break up definitions. But you just got some extra little laws to remember, nothing big. It's more black and white. There's no if this and if that. It's a lot easier, I think, than coding, because it's yeah, you're just setting value points to people that have diagnoses. Like if you've had a lung transplant, you're going to cost the group more money, so you get higher points for that. But if you are just a 40-year-old female, then you get a set of points, which is higher than a 10-year-old female, because 10-year-olds are usually never sick, right? So 40-year-old, you're starting to get hormonal and need that hysterectomy or gallbladder or something else removed, so you get a little higher point. That's all risk is just assigning points, and there's definite black and white laws for that, and it's a lot clearer than coding. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. There's enough room. Absolutely. Yep. Perfect. That's exactly what you do. Don't buy no class. Good Lord. Let me see something real quick. What can we bring with us for the risk thing? That's what y'all are asking. Let me see. The risk certification. CRC. You can only bring your ICD-10 book. So for risk, you're only going to be bringing your ICD-10, and you got lot more room in there for that one. So we're going to be risk adjuster right there. It tells you what book you can bring, which is number 2. Number 2 on our list is just your ICD-10 book, and you can bring any book. And I hear the Optum book is even better than the AMA or AAPC, but you have tons and tons of space in this booger to write any definitions you might need. Absolutely. You got lots of them. Lots and lots of space. Right after the table of contents, you have the whole back of a page right there to use for notes. There's lots of space available in right after your guidelines, in the illustrations and pictures in the official how to use the book, the symbols. That page has a lot of space in it for notes. And you'll be able to write notes, like there's notes that will go with your diabetes or with your cancer or with your transplant codes. You'll be able to use the spaces that you have with the codes or the top header or the bottom area too underneath the codes. You're going to have space. Yep, you're going to, where CPC, we worked on our CPT book for risk, you're going to work in that diagnosis book. You're going to get intimate and personal with that sucker, because every diagnosis has a risk with it. And it's super easy. It's easy. It's not that bad. Just some new verbiage to learn. That's all. All right, we're going to go over here. Wrong one. Come on. Focus, focus, focus. All right. That workbook for risk will have all the definitions in it that you need in one location, but I bet they're all on Quizlet too. But I bet an old used one from 2019 or 20 or 21 would be fairly cheap on eBay or Macari for sure. And there may be even a PDF version. I wonder. I'm looking up to see if I can find a PDF version real quick. CRC. There's a couple of them, but they're a little older, 2012. I don't see one from AAPC yet, but these are just downloadable PDFs from the, ooh, what is that? That's an old exam. That's really old. Woo. But it's not risk. Wonder what, it's 2003. I like the Apple one. But this is 2012, but it's a PDF to download. It might have all the definitions in it. That's really all you need is definitions. Let's see. Come on. Why are you so slow? I don't want the table of contents. It's only going to give me the first pages with the table of contents. I really wanted to see what it would look like inside. Dang it. Okay. I gotta download it just to see what's on the inside. So give it a minute to download and we'll see what this book says, because I can post it in the risk room if it is worth a darn. It'll just take it a minute to download. It's got 8 minutes left to download. But if it's worth a darn and has all the definitions in it, that's all we really care about. For all the terminology. Okay, don't forget, if you're just getting treatment, if they miscarried at home or something, they can come into the office and get seen, and you can use any E&M code for that. Other than that,
Did she have any reasons to commit suicide? Did she have problems with it? She was very devout. Sister Maria was a saint. What does it know anything about you? Why do you think you know her so well? Do you believe in karma? What if it has nothing to do with her, but with you? was born in
Oh, is it time to feed my kitty cat? Did she wake up? Oh, you only come see me when it's dinner time, huh? I gotta feed the kitty. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. All right, that was incomplete or spontaneous right there. Always. This one is going to be missed. This one's in the first trimester. This one's in the second. That's all you got to go look up in the question. And then this one is septic. They have a fever. They are hurting. Very sweaty, diaphoretic, high fever. Skin is usually pretty blotchy. Some of the words I probably cannot say during a TikTok live, so you'll just have to try to make out what I'm writing because I don't want to get banned for anything. So I know they have keyword listening things, so perfectly comfortable saying all this stuff and love to explain it, but you need to come up with some better words, like apples and oranges. So this one is an infection following probably an elective here, and this one is induced with the D and C. Sometimes you'll do the heartbeat and it's just not doing anymore. It passed away, and instead of waiting for the body to pass it naturally, sometimes they'll induce it and have you pretty much go into labor for that too sometimes. D and C, they're using that curette to scrape the lining of the uterus, making sure that any shedding and stuff like that that's going on, we try to get as much as possible. 41 is also induced. Induced. And this is a D and E instead of a D and C. So they actually have pretty much a vacuum cleaner. Like they do liposuction. That is like the most brutal thing I've ever seen is liposuction. Because they stick this, it's like a rod, like a shish kebab rod in there, and they just destroy all the fat tissue and then just suck out the remains with the vacuum cleaner. It looks crazy and seen when they're doing it, though. It looks like they're just beating the person. But I would love some liposuction and some remodeling. Put it here and take it away from there. That would be great. All right. Number 50 through 52 are all kind of bundled into one thing here. Come on. Focus, focus. There we go. Oh yeah, there's plenty of room in the ICD-10. We will make it work for risk. No worries. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I haven't looked at bucks in a long time. I've seen one before, but I don't have one, and I've seen Optums too. I wonder if anybody has evaluated both for risk and which one would be best for risk, because that would be cool to know. I wonder if we Google which is best for CRC, Optum, or bucks, if anything would come up. Not that everything is correct on the internet, but I'm just wondering if there's a difference. So this PDF, let me look. I can just post this in my risk thing and y'all can read it. Oh man, it's highlighted. Who highlighted this book? And then they scanned it all. Okay. Read it. Oh man, it's highlighted. Who highlighted this book? And then they scanned it all. Okay. Let's see if it's the same kind of risk. Yeah. Outcomes, yep. This might be highfalutin, like more math in it than. Thus, the devil of the risk adjustment is in the details. It is. Oh, you got to train your physicians to diagnose properly, which is the hard thing. The recovery if treated at home, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't care about all that. Is this just a study of the history of risk adjustment? Because that's not going to work. Risk adjustment aims to isolate one potential cause, patient attributes to increase the likelihood of poor outcomes. Yeah, if you have a patient who constantly goes to the emergency room for treatment for their asthma, but they haven't seen their PCP in 2 years, but they're constantly going to the ER, then they need to get in to see their PCP for their asthma treatment, because they could be put on more long-term meds, they could be managed better, plus they won't be utilizing a lot of services as far as the cost of an ER. You walk in, it's $30K. It's just, they can also start watching how often are they refilling their albuterol, and are they only doing albuterol, their rescue inhaler? Why aren't they doing their preventative inhaler and making sure that they're refilling those in the proper amount of time? So anyway, I wonder, what is risk? Okay, there's some definitions, and I love how it's all highlighted for you, because a lot of this crap I wouldn't read. I'm only stopping at the highlights because that might be the best things. But like I said, this might be like a history of, instead of like a study guide for the exam. But if y'all are interested, I'll post it in my Discord, if it'll all go. The AAPC has the same as the AMA books. I missed your previous notes, Jen. On which codes are you looking for? I want a mommy makeover. Focus the camera. Sorry. So I don't know what this, let's see. Oh, they got kitty cats. Can't be too bad of a book if it's, your age is a risk factor. Absolutely. I've told y'all that. Okay. Good gracious. Okay. I don't know. I'll post it in Discord. It's something. If I can. Let's see. Where's risk? And then let me see if I can't find this and get this in here. Files. How do I do files? Those are photos. I don't want to do photos. I want to do a file. How do I do a file? Ooh, nice. There we go. Will it post? Send compressed. Did that work? I don't know. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Does this help? Or this help? Because I have no idea. Okay, then I go here, and then where's my risk? To upload larger files, 8 megabyte, you can compress it to a lower size image or nitro send it a crystal clear image without losing it. I don't want to always compress images. You can, it's not an image, it's a PDF file, but I don't know. Because, yeah, it's PDF. I don't know if that's going to work. I got to figure out how to do that. How do I? I did that. I said send compressed. Okay. Let me see if I need to move it into here, the scanner thing, and see if I can't compress it. This, and then I go here, and I go here, yeah, no, that one, and go there, and we'll see. May take a minute for it to process. Okay, what codes do you need to see? Oh, if not, add it to Dropbox. Yeah, I don't know how to use Dropbox either. I gotta learn all this stuff. But I've gotten files from Dropbox, so I know how to click on them and get them, which is great because it's handy dandy. But uploading them, I just gotta figure that out. I'm sure it can't be that hard. Thank you, Betty. Oh, the title for the risk book? Okay. I gotta wait for my cell phone to get done with what it's doing. Let's see. It would be okay. This is what the book looks like that you should get, but don't buy current years. Don't buy current years because it's $99 from AAPC. You can get 2019 versions. They haven't changed the information. It's still the same, but all you need is the definitions. So that's a really good workbook, just like the CPC one is a really good one, but you can get prior years. The questions haven't even changed. I've got the 2019 version, and it's the same questions per chapter as the 2022 version. Don't buy a new one. Go find a used one on eBay or something. McCary, but this one right here, it's great information. So we can sample some pages. And look, I don't want all that. I want this. So it tells you the role of a risk adjuster, blah, blah, blah. And then it'll teach you some more anatomy, of course. It'll show you predicting models of healthcare. How do you predict? And these examples, you go right in your book. But you just need this lingo. Common documentation errors that doctors make. All you need is yep. They're always coding for like non-specific, like that. Usually it's the 9 code that's non-specific. Instead of saying patient has diabetes unspecified, they should code to where it's diabetes with renal insufficiency if they have a CKD. So things like that, they'll teach you how to scold the doctors and tell them how to code better. And then there's some questions. There's the answers to chapter 3, which are handy dandy. But that's all. You just need this workbook is all you need. And there's the ASBN for that. But don't buy current year. Don't spend $100. Go get it for $20 somewhere. For risk. Now, this book that I got here, how many pages is it? Ooh, no wonder. And I think it's more the math involved. I don't know if this will be worth it. It's got a few of the definitions, I'm sure. But, yeah, that's 500 pages of crap. Huh, we got enough in our brains. What we really need is this sucker. And it could be an older version for sure. Because you don't want to spend another $100 to get that. You don't need it. You don't need to spend the money for that. We just need the book. Let's see. CRC Study Guide. We go shopping for that. What would it be? and hit shopping. Yeah, no. There's $30 books, but I like the AAPC version because it's, if you're going to take your certification from them, I don't know what they got written in all this other stuff, but I'd rather go to eBay is what I'd rather do. But they're not always the cheapest. I could go to McCary too, or Poshmark. You'd be surprised. It might even be up on Posh. They usually charge more though. Look at that, 22 is 109. Anybody got any the old years for sale? Come on. Look at that $4 one from AAPC with free shipping. Woo. Nice. That's what you need. I want a $4 one. That's risk. Is what I want. I don't want the new one. That's probably AAPC selling it. 109 here when they have it 99 somewhere else. It's ridiculous. Alright, where's McCary? Even your local library might even have one. Your local college, if they're teaching anything for here. Are they going to make me log on? It might. No results. Can we go PDF? What would we find? Chassis. Oh yeah. This is their, but you gotta have access to that. That's just the free one. That's 16 pages of it. Yeah. That's their website for the free certification. Ooh, there's a 20. No, that's Rehab Seller. 1920. No, they want you to purchase something. No, I don't want to purchase anything. Somebody's got some free questions up. Whatever test site this is, testquestions.com, but it's probably full of viruses. Who knows? Dr. Hitchinson's. It just take me some research to try to find one. Ooh, 2012. Is this 2012? An older version? That'll work. No. No. Nope. That's not it either. Nope. That's an ad. That's an ad. Nope. There's got to be somebody selling there somewhere. 3rd edition. What's this? No, not doing rehab. Not doing rehab. I don't know who these people are with the, I see them all the time with that picture. I don't know who they are though, but I'd rather have AAP version. See what I can do. Got to keep looking, but maybe somebody is selling theirs. That's what we need, and we need the PDF version in our little chat room, but I gotta stay focused or I'm never gonna get done. How many more pages of female scrub? Oh, we're about to get into endocrine. This might be the last page of the female, and then we can do the endocrine and get it done. I wish I could find one. Maybe if I went instead of incognito and was on regular eBay, but I don't know. It's going to bug me till I find one. Somebody's got to be selling their stuff. There's no reason for it to be that hard to find. Unless not a lot of people are doing risk, which is crazy. You people need to be doing risk. That's who everybody is. They are absolutely fighting for people who have their risk certification. There's one. There's one. Somebody on eBay. It's pre-owned. No, that's CPC for $2. Dang it, I thought it was risk. We need the risk. Those are the CPCs. I need the risk one. Just may have to invest in one. Anyway, that's what we need to find, is one of those PDF versions. But still, $99 is better than a $5,000 course any day of the week. So don't ever buy the course. All you need is that workbook. And then I've already got all the practice exam questions from their website already, and a bunch of different ones from other places. I've already got all those. I'm writing up my own and stuff that I remember from exams. So don't buy the questions. I got those. I just need the workbook. And you need it for the lingo. Let's see, what am I doing here? This is induced to. This one is, so the 50. This one is an injection. So it's intra-amniotic AMNIO, amniotic injection is what's going on with this one. And it is for one or more. Okay. And this one is after the injection, they're going to do with a D and C and a vacuum cleaner too. Travis James Michael Brewer. Don't play with that pipe, okay? I don't want you hurting nobody. You know that rotisserie long stick for your grill? It's super long. It'll hold a bunch of chickens and can rotate them. He loves playing with that thing. He already gave one of the kids in the neighborhood a nice little scar over his eye from swinging that thing around in the backyard like he's some ninja. So I just heard it drop, so I was like, stop it. I have PTSD from the kids all running in, blood flying everywhere, and it's the neighbor's kid. It's bad, and if it's your kid, it's one thing. It's like, suck it up and throw a Band-Aid on them. But when it's somebody else's kid, it's like, oh, crap. I can't handle that when it's somebody else's kid. It's terrible. Okay. Number 55 is just like a vaginal suppository, actually. So all three of these are just vaginally induced instead of injection induced. Okay, I gotta go see what the hell they're banging about out there. I'll be right back. Oh my goodness. All right. It's all right. You know those bubble inserts for packages from Amazon? They were stepping on them and breaking them and popping them, and it sounded like gunfire in the garage. But it's like, oh God, what now? No, it's fine. Everything's fine. They're just giving me a heart attack. Okay. So, right there. Gonna be in typical boys. Insert suppository. Labor makes contractions. And a cervical. I love all the hearts. I can see them out of the corner of my eye. Something's going on. What would the title of the book be? Good, I got that link to the website. Only way I've been able to do it. I hope y'all got into Discord. If not, add Dropbox and share the link through there. Yep, I'll send you the link. Good. What is the best book for the CPMA to have with the APP study guide with? Why would you want a book to go with the auditor study guide? All you need is a study guide. Promise. Just that. Just the study guide and questions, and I have all the auditor questions too. I have so much questions. And my website, Medical Coding by Jen, I'm making tests as we speak, which I should be doing too, but I need to get this book done first. And then I'm going to be making up practice exams. They're going to be so cool because as you do a question, it'll give you the answer right then and there. And then you move on to the next question. And you can start and stop whenever you want. And I'm going to have questions just for risk, questions just for CPC, just for CCS, all that stuff. But that'll be my next practice, or my next thing to do is to fix up all those exams and those quizzes so they're interactive quizzes instead of Word documents. That's not very helpful. And I have it timed too so that you're getting 2 minutes per question. And I know you have more for the CPC exam, but on average, I want you to finish mine within 2 minutes per question. That way it feels like the exam is so much easier. I don't know. I did that on the first 5 questions. I gave you 11 minutes to do the first 5 questions for E&M. So maybe I'll be more lenient on the bigger quizzes, but the intro quizzes will be timed 2 minutes for E&M. So, all right, what am I doing? Stay focused. Dilation, curette. This is this one is the DNC. DNC with it, with the vaginal thing. And so if they, or in the DNE. And if they failed the DNE and they just could not get rid of everything, then they might do the hysterotomy thingy. And that's just that long tube that was on the other picture previous back, to go in there and get things with. Not a hysterectomy, but it's a pole thing. All right. Okay. So if you end up having triplets, quads, octo babies, you got 8 of them in there, this procedure will reduce the amount down to just twins or a single pregnancy if needed for the risk of the mom. Down to twins or single. All right, and then our last one, from production of tissue. It's kind of like a molar pregnancy or something that's just overgrowth of extra tissue. It's just an other procedure. These won't be on a CPC exam. What they like to pick up is like the differences between the inductions. So if they were going to do anything here, it would be a difference between inducing by IV or inducing by vaginal suppository. Or if they did anything up here, it would be a difference between the two treatments that are the same. Treatment, missed abortion, or induced AB. So those things, they like to pick on things that are similar, but have 2 different codes and 2 different meanings. They won't pick anything down here, so don't be too picky about, oh, I didn't see it or whatever. Don't stress. It's okay. Yeah. But if you, and they're teaching you that contempto coding, they're teaching you how to risk adjust. Now, you're not going to need that in real life. Their EHR and repository for their data that generates risk reports is going to put the risk adjusted amounts already on the patients already. You are not going to have to risk adjust in real life. And the exam is multiple choice. It's already risk adjusted for you. You just need to learn how to pick out the correct answers based off the strategies of AAPC to have you pick out the wrong answer, because they want to know if you know the particular differences between the two diagnosis codes and why one would risk adjust greater than the other one, so that you can pick out the right answer. I know the Contempto people are going over and recommending things that are done the older way, because in real life, in the office, your data from your EHR that collects all the diagnosis codes is either going to have a risk-adjusted side that they've paid for to add on to that system, or they're going to build one on their own that they're going to take all that data, dump it into, and what you're going to be doing is generating reports of the highest numbers of risk-adjusted patients that need to have case management. Get a hold of those patients. You need to intervene, make sure they're not going to the ER all the time. If they have congestive heart failure, you're going to send them a scale that hooks up to their freaking phone or their laptop, and you're going to make sure a case manager or a nurse is going out to their home, and that those people are getting on that scale and weighing every day. And if they're not, somebody's calling them to adjust, because if they're in heart failure, they're at a higher risk to go back to the ER a bunch. Plus, they can gain weight like 10 pounds overnight. And if they have, then they've got a buildup of fluid around their heart, and they need to get seen really quickly. So your computer is going to risk adjust for you. There is absolutely no way you are going to be using any paper for any of this, and you're going to risk adjust numbers for this process. It's not going to happen. No. The computer's going to do it for you, and your depository. Now you need to audit it. You need to make sure that the computer in the program that they're using is capturing it correctly. You're going to watch claims come in. You're going to make sure that they're capturing all your CHFs. You're going to make sure that they're not missing anything, that the eye doctors are collecting the data on, and they're doing and billing the proper codes for the retinopathy test. If they're doing the diabetes, I found 2 of my people that we do, and we send our entire groups diabetic patients to these 2 different eye doctors in 2 parts of the city, so for convenience. But neither of them were coding and sending back the right code for diabetic retinopathy. And then if they do have a positive retinopathy code, they weren't sending back the correct diagnosis codes. Just that kind of stuff. You're going to look for needles in haystacks, which is fun, because when you do find an error, you can go, hey, stop it. You got to fix it. And then you can get your patients taken care of properly, which is wonderful when you can make their quality of life better than them just falling through the cracks for no reason. So I love risk adjusting and I love auditing. But there is no way you are going to be manually doing anything like that. And those companies that want to charge you for a course are going to teach you the manual way of doing things that aren't done the way they are done now. So I'm just telling you from the point of view from the exam. I can teach you how to pass the exam. You'll learn what you need to do on the job, because every one place is going to be different. They're all going to have a different, either they're going to have a data warehouse you go to that you look up the patients and run your reports and send those to the primary care physicians for their medical assistants to call in those patients and get them seen, or it's going to be in your regular EHR. It'll be a data warehouse or it'll be an EHR. And they'll train you how to use it. It's not that hard. You put in the patient's name in this location and you can look it up. And you generate reports over here. It's not that big of a deal. I promise you, I'm not steering you the wrong way. And I know other teachers and other companies really want to give you a course and teach you a different way to do it, but the ultimate goal here and the fastest, most efficient way with the least amount of money, guys, that's what I'm here for. I don't want to see you struggle taking a course and learning all this information about how to assign a certain number to a diagnosis and manually do this all in your head. It's a lot of information and it's overwhelming, and the courses will be super fast and you won't have learned anything for the exam part of the, just like with CPC. So let's do it. Like I always say, let's go look at the codes first. Let's go to the answers. Look at the answers and let the answers tell you what the answer can only be, because you're going to learn patterns based off what the diagnoses are. There's going to be a guideline attached to that. Why one will risk adjust one way and why one will adjust a different way, which will be obvious in the answers before you even look at a question, if you have to. So I can find you a more efficient way to do it without the courses, without doing everything else. And the computer is, and the data warehouses and the EHR have already got all that information already populated in them. You're not going to have any problems. You just need to learn the definitions of what's going on, why we're doing it, how it helps, and it's going to be great. All right. There's a 2018 on eBay for Risk for $35. You better snag it. That's great. That's awesome. I think that's wonderful. For risk adjusting, that's great. Do you recommend doing a course through Aapc or an accredited university? I don't recommend any courses. Nope. Miss Desbay 86. No way do I recommend a course. I've only met one person since I started helping people in April of 2021 that felt the course was helpful for them. If you are a book nerd and you love repetitive reading and you can learn that way, wonderful. Just, yeah, guess if you got the money or can get a grant, take one and you have the time. But I like to teach you how to pass the exam without a course, and I do that for free. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I do these TikTok lives for 2 hours. I show you some practice questions, and I show you how to pass the exam. A lot more efficient way to do it, and you'll learn a lot more about coding listening to me than you will on any course. You can ask anybody in here. But do I recommend a course? No. No. When do you do a live? Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. 6:30 Arizona time zone. And then I post the repeats on my YouTube at Medical Coding by Jen. I'm sorry, TikTok has not been notifying you. I think somebody here posted last night during the live that they know how to, it'll notify them. There's a way, like those 3 little dots somewhere here on this TikTok pagey. There's 3 little dots. If you hit that, it'll tell you that it'll notify you when I'm live. But right now I'm just doing book prep. It's behind the scenes. It's nothing official, but I am telling you your AKAs for each CPT code as I'm doing this section, which is people are finding helpful. Very good, guys. Thank you for the roses. For 50. You found one for 50 at 2020? Maybe email them and see if they'll take 40. You know, it never hurts to ask. If it's $40, I'm cool, but 50? See if you can sweet talk them down. That's cool. But you can absolutely pass all those exams without a course. You don't need any prerequisites. Let's see, do you know what's the difference between the exam of the 2021 and the 2022? Yes, I do know the difference. It's a third of the amount of questions. Instead of 120 seconds per question, you're going to get about 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Aw, thank you for saying that you're learning more with me than you are with a tutor and a course from AAPC. It's true, though. I've audited their course, and I've even been a guest educator for AAPC, and I don't know how you'd pass the exam with just the course. You'd have to have somebody that's, there's just no way. I don't see how. Unless you are reading between the lines like crazy. I don't know. Or have been coding in the doctor's offices and doing billing for the last 20 years. But it would have to be doing all the coding yourself too. And doing all the reject cleaning up. Not just billing, but you'd have to be doing all the cleanup. Yeah. The course is terrible. I can teach you more in 2 weeks and how to pass the exam than a whole course could, for sure. Okay, let us know when the AK list is be available on Etsy. I know. If anybody wants to type up every single one of the CPT codes in the CPT book, I'd move a whole lot faster, because all I need is all the codes typed and then a space where I can write the AKA term. That's going to take me the longest, is to do that. Oh, God. Aw, thank you, Destiny. Aw, y'all are all same here, same here, same here. No, it doesn't mean anything. No one will hire you because you took that course. It doesn't mean one thing other than you spent $4,000. Easy. Yeah, we need to get a hold of that CRC book. But I'd like to pay $40 for one, not $50. But let's see. Endocrine is our next one. Now, as soon as I get done with these 2 pages or 3 pages, I'm going to scan these pages and post these whole section up of the female system and the endocrine system up for y'all. On page 454 of the 2022 book, I pre-did the one little thing right there is that this code is anything other than local. It's not local anesthesia, so that's all. We are going to... You remember that cerclage I was talking about last night where the cervix starts opening prematurely, probably around 15 to 16 weeks? So we just take like horsehair or carpet thick sutures, like it's like for stitching a carpet, and we sew that cervix right, close it right on up with some stitches so they don't go into preterm labor. This is the part where they remove them. This is the code to remove those stitches. Once they get up to 35 weeks or so, you're golden if you made it that long. That's great. So we'll go in and remove those. And they usually deliver within 3 days of removing these sutures. They're super fast at delivery. Which was placed to hold. Okay. All these unlisted procedures, they're not going to use on the CPC exam. Don't worry about these at all. So right here's the definitions part of the endocrine system. Just want to make sure y'all know that the IP, SIL, AT, ERAL equals same side. And then we've got in the endocrine system, we've got 2 lobes, which equal the right and left, right? Now, the other word that I need you to know is CONTRALATERAL equals the opposite side. This will help you out with these CPT codes. All right. So there we go. Sorry. You can send me a list of the CPT codes and descriptions in Excel. I really just need the code numbers because the descriptors will just get in my way because I'm just telling you what to write underneath the code. I just need the codes. And then I could put the AKA term right there so y'all could write them. Go through the list and go from code to code and just write. Like this one, the AKA term or whatever that you're going to grab for this one is just biopsy. This is the biopsy of the thyroid. So you're going to grab this one and go on and search your exam question. One's a biopsy, one's an excision, one's a partial, one's a total. Now, ones that they'll pick on are probably going to be these two that are the similar. One of them's thyroidectomy, total or complete. This one's thyroidectomy, total or subtotal. But the difference is this one's for malignancy, so we'll write malignancy under this one. So just knowing what the differences are, especially in the ones that start out with the same thing, this is what they pick on. And this right here is another thyroidectomy. So they'll pick on, if they're going to pick on any endocrine, it's probably going to be these because they all are thyroidectomies. That's what they'll pick on. So putting that one word difference is the most important thing for sure. This is a biopsy. And with a needle, biopsy with a needle. And we've got a notification if we're going to be using guidance. We need to add those codes. And then we've got some for your informations. We can check off on. Is there anything else? There's another 4 over here on the other column. Any notification of modifiers? Nope, of course not. Now this one is an excision. It's usually a cyst or like kind of like a hematoma, but the thyroid is kind of funny. This angioma is like a blood-filled growth. So remove cyst or blood. You really don't need to know this. I'm just telling you so you know what's going on. I mean, sometimes the description in the CPC exam question might say that they're getting rid of a cyst, and then that will notify you that you do an assist. It's helpful to have the AKA. Well, this is more like a layman's terms of what this means. Sometimes it's nice to have the layman's terms, so I do this for everybody so you know. It's from the gland. These two are together, and they are a partial removal, so we're generally removing only about 1/4 of one side. And number 12 is our opposite side. So you see that contra whatever word? Yep. And this one is unilateral, so we'll put a big U there. And this is usually a surgery to remove a part of one of the 2 lobes. Here we go. Oops. There we go. Huh? Trisha, what's wrong? Even if I get the descriptor, I can delete them really quickly and just put the AKA. That's awesome. That'd be half my stress, is getting all that done. Because it'd be easy in Excel if the descriptor is in one column and then the code is in the other column to either push it over, or that would be good. I could add in another column in front of the code to just put the AKA term in it, and then leave the code in one column and then the descriptor in the other column, and then leave it alone like that. That would be good. That would actually be probably, people would love it, I think. And then it would be no editing on your part. Let me see, something's going off. in my living room. Let me go feed my cats real quick and I'll be right back. You're awesome. I'll owe you some free tutoring for sending me that. Let's see. Just about the AAP course certification means nothing. I'm so sorry. I know. It doesn't. Just working on the books, Taco, Tasha. That's all. I've been doing, in the endocrine system, I got this page and another one and one more side, and then I'll be done and able to post this one up because I'll be all done with the female genitalia. Then I can move on to the lab and path or cardiology. What would y'all like to see? Musculoskeletal? What do you want me to do next with the AKAs and the book prep? But I've got those big sections to do next. I think I was going to do neurology, maybe neurology. But I'll be right back. I'm going to go feed the kitty cats. They're circling.